The NITDI framework aims to integrate tourism, real estate, and infrastructure, promote sustainable housing and urban development, drive job creation and economic growth, and attract foreign direct investment (FDI). Abuja has been selected as the pilot city, with plans for expansion across other states through collaboration with federal ministries and agencies. Roberts also announced that the Infrastructural Tourism Development Summit 2026 will hold in September to commemorate World Tourism Day 2026 under the theme Building Today, Building Tomorrow.
Now, in tourism, we say we have what is called tourism sites, and we also have what is called tourism destination. So a tourism site is just what you still see that is still stagnant with nothing happening, but it only becomes a destination where you now have infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, I mean access to road, light, food, housing, internet, anything that can make that place habitable for people to live makes that place a tourism destination. Now, China has done so much in making China a tourism destination. If you travel to China, there are lots of high rises. Now, in China, we have 1 point something billion people in China. But a lot of times when you go to China, you are struggling to see if those people are on the road. A lot of times when you also go to China, you wonder how is China able to solve their problem of housing with that number of people. So China understands what is called infrastructural tourism. And I've been discussing that with my mom here on how we can solve that problem of infrastructure in Nigeria, starting from Abuja. Luckily for me, I got adopted by NTDA. Now, NTDA is Nigeria Tourism Development Authority. So these are the guys that are in charge of developing tourism from a tourism site into a tourism destination. NTDA, am I right? These are the guys that are also involved in getting tourism investment opportunities. Now, a lot of people in tourism has been struggling because they've not been able to get lots of investment into tourism. Now, people don't also do so much in the tourism business because we struggle so much for finance. And what we're going to be doing here today is also going to be bridging that gap to see how we can help us solve the problem of infrastructure in tourism in Nigeria. Most times we hear housing deficit. Most times we hear housing problem. They are solving a lot of problem for people in different sectors. But have you asked yourself, the people who are in tourism, now tourism is the biggest marketing tool of every country. You are watching CNN, you hear visit Dubai. You are watching Al Jazeera, you see this is Monaco. You are watching a TV station, they say visit Australia. They are selling their countries to you. So that is the subtle way of marketing their country. Now, there are people who are in charge of marketing their country, and they do that through tourism. Imagine people traveling from different countries just to come to Abuja to look at a new destination. When His Excellency, the Honorable Minister Wike, started building lots of bridges and all of that, a lot of people were now talking about Abuja. A lot of people was now trying to invest in Abuja. A lot of people was now making noise about Abuja. He was doing what is called infrastructural tourism. That alone, whether you like it or not, some people just came because they want to come and see, is it true that Wiki have started developing Abuja? So some people just want to come and see.
Table because we have this tourist site. So one of the first things we need to do is, and I'm sure that we've all written our names and we've had our phone numbers, and because this is the team. We're going to start now. It's a big idea, but we're just going to start with this team. Start small, then we go big. First thing we want to do is to spot some of the sites that we already have. There are some very very awesome locations that people just drive by. They don't know that because they've never thought about it. The most important thing, if we don't get anything out of this whole gathering, I want you to get the mindset of this idea. Make it a mindset. Because if you don't have it as a mindset, you could see locations and then you walk past. You won't even know. But when you have a mindset, you have the mindset, you could be able to spot some things. There's a place I went to. Was one of those lands that we went to visit. Right in the middle of the land is a rock, and the shape of the rock, I haven't seen that before. It's round, completely round. I don't know if it was eroded by weather or over the years, but it was right in the middle of the land, and it was like a ball. I'm a golf player. We'll go. It was like a golf ball, and I started imagining like a big golf stick and hitting it or something. So if I now that we started having this conversation, and I said, whoa, that place could be something. So that's the mindset. If you have that mindset, then you begin to think in that direction. It's going to help all of us, and we'll be able to achieve what we plan on achieving.
If we have to be seen as being very special, we have to do things that are original to us. I can see most of the designs that I see in the city, there's nothing Afrocentric. And we have very beautiful designs, very beautiful concepts, that are traditional to us. Either if you're not putting it in the building, you put it in the facade and all of that, that it will be original to us, will be what people will want to come and see, because it will be like none other anywhere. But if we keep just copying what we see in Europe and America, like sometimes I see very small windows and I start wondering, is what you see in Europe? But our climate is different. We need very big windows, we need ventilation, we need to position the houses, intentionally, considering the wind track? The wind,
Yes.
yes, the airflow, and all of that, so that we don't necessarily have to say, oh, okay, you just build a house anyhow, or it's too hot on the AC, or it's very hot on the fan. No, but if we are deliberate about the way we plan our houses, having our culture in mind, you find out that even when there's light 24/7, you may not have the need to on the AC and all of that, because there will be cross ventilation. So while we are planning for this, I want us to put that into consideration. Introduce our Afrocentric designs, because it will be different from what you see anywhere, and that will be a reason for people to want to go and see. Oh, I've not seen this anywhere except in Nigeria. I want to go and experience it, firsthand.
Our private sector people are coming up with things that will drive tourism. By the way, our role is to regulate and also partner with you where necessary. So we want to appreciate this. We will be with you all through this.
We will drive this tourism agenda together, and I trust God that we will do a lot in this light.
Which I always think about, even when I was still way back. Of course, I was still in the Philippines. What if we could actually build our roads, our hills, just like we've mentioned, our buildings with a uniqueness, because people like to pay for moments. Some people pay moments in dollars. And then I would say because I've lived in Nigeria, we are always, as Nigerians, we're always curious about what's going on out there. It's about time that we need to make them curious what's happening in here, right? And so in the work that I do at CHE Agritech Africa, where I'm pushing sustainable agriculture, I like the agriculture way, in a way that, you don't waste anything. It's an agriculture that there is no odor, it's not dirty. It is something that is beautiful. It is something that is economical. And when we are able to imbibe that along with our infrastructures, these infrastructures will be well maintained, because you'll find out that
Alice Onorode, Assistant Director from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Tourism and the Creative Economy. Well, obviously don't feel, I said it all. This summit is about doing in collaboration with big homes. It has been his passion, and I've listened to everything he has said. So I want to say, Phil, continue pursuing your passion. The ministry is there to help, in whatever way. We always have your back. I want to say a very big thank you to the Chief Executive of Big Homes. Thank you to accept to key into this project. FCT, Mama, thank you. You're always there for us. and every other person on the high table. Thank you. The ministry is always with you.
Those are the kind of things we